So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. So, my name is Soraya Aulia, and I'm Chief Marketing Officer of Bumifarta Technology. So, we are a startup company. Actually, we just 2 years in Indonesia, and then we're going to highlight it about Indonesian market in AI and big data spatial for this opportunity. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start it to make it short. Okay, so this is our vision to be the world technology provider in Indonesia. So we provide solutions for business using spatial approach that we combine with deep analytics, start from choosing best location to get insight for certain location, demand planning, sales forecasting, logistic, and many more. Why Indonesia need their own map? So as we all know that the most popular base map are Google Maps and OpenStreetMap in most of the countries, and without exception, Indonesia. This situation actually concern our country, not only because we don't have the independency of the data, but also the security of our nation. So if we have our own base map, we could secure all of important information, and also we could manage all spatial information in a way that is in line with the laws, practices, and Indonesian cultures. Okay, why big data spatial? So as maybe some of you already know this, but Indonesia is the world's largest island country and the 14th largest country by land area at 1.9 million square kilometers, or which is equal to 735,000 square miles. In a country this big, you could imagine how much spatial data that we have. It's huge and it's massive. Unfortunately, the awareness of this kind of data is very low, whereas this big data spatial is very essential and very important for all decision makers to make accurate decision. Having millions and millions of data has its own challenges if you don't have infrastructure in place. And this is actually what happened in Indonesia. This country has huge amount of data and still scattered around. And to handle this, we need an infrastructure that we build locally and has a powerful performance. Those challenges brought us to collaborate with Supermap till today. Supermap has a platform which is flexible and really suited to our solutions and our product. So we have big data, and Supermap provide the platform to storage and manage this spatial big data, this spatial analysis, data processing, and visualization technology. And the second one, we have this Geo AI capability. So our system is utilizing artificial intelligence as its main feature for various users in different kind of industry. An example, one of our client, which is the food and beverage, we use artificial intelligence to predict what all the parameters that affecting their sales and to forecast their future sales. The third one, the cloud GIS. So Supermap Cloud Native GIS actually help us to develop applications for our clients and design and optimize it for cloud environment, dividing traditional GIS monolithic application into multiple microservices. It helps us to obtain a more scalable results and flexible deployment of GIS applications. And together, this partnership, almost 2 years now, leads to one of our prestigious project with the BSSN. So BSSN is a state cyber and code agency. Let me share the background of this project briefly to you. So these are all the pain points that BSSN face. The first one is the foreign base map issue. As we know, if we're not using local base map, this thing tend to have proxies and backdoors. And the second one is actually the cyber espionage. Since using foreign base map is actually volatile in almost every aspect, BSSN need localized map to prevent other parties to hack or to manipulate our country's spatial data. This could be the location of military base, the ammunition storage, national strategic sites, and other substantial information. And the third one is the cloud risk. From their experience using base map from foreign countries, they understand the cloud capability and the risk, because the chances for data and other essential information being leaked is extremely possible. These are the solution that we provide for BSSN. So basically, we built a base map, an infrastructure for BSSN, which is the big data spatial infrastructure. This including the storage system, editing data spatial, publishing data spatial, and manage map service that can be applied to other GIS applications. As you can see in the infrastructure over here, we use SuperMap iDesktop to import and process all of our data. This data is various, could be point of interest, it could be road network, it could be thematic like demography, and etc. And from this, we divided this data into two. We could store this data using data access engine options, which is like file storage engine, SDX Plus, distributed storage engine, and we can also publish it using SuperMap iServer. Here we'll produce distributed analysis and distributed tiling. And using iObject for Spark, we able to cluster those data spatial, which is very fast in performance. All of this results the base map service. This is the kind of infrastructure that can be used for, as I mentioned before, that can be used with another GIS applications, not only in BSSN internally, but also another government agency and also private sector. It could be ride-sharing apps, it could be logistic apps, and many more. We could provide the API for the POI, the API for the address, API for the road network and routing, and many more. And from there, we are not only going to build or provide base map for BSSN or another agency, government agency, but in the near future, we are also going to launch our own base map, our own Lokasi map. So this is going to be one of our product. Right now, it's already in a testing stage, and it's gonna be downloaded by a few users just to test it. And this is actually what makes it different, because we want Indonesia to have, to feel the experience of having their own maps from local perspective. So it will have local content, it will have all the information, all depth information about Indonesia. And then this also to support our government to create one map policy for Indonesia, and also to support our government scale based maps, which is 1 to 5,000 scales. And currently, we already produce 14 billions of map tiles to give user face, fast, and details experience. I'm gonna show you some sneak peek on our map and how is it going to be. Okay, let me just show you. I'm gonna take you to my hometown. Right, as you can see here, we can zoom in the area. Accurately, yeah. You can see here, so we have millions of POI, millions of road network, and also millions of other thematic data. So we already collected and it's actually ready. And as I mentioned, it's already in a testing stage. So yeah, that is all from us. So thank you very much for the opportunity. And that's what I can share with you from Indonesia. So thank you. Stay safe, guys. Thank you.